Hey guys, Bill here with DFS Fantasy Factory. Today I'm going to be doing a little bit different of a video. I'm going to kind of walk through the process of what I do to make a lineup and find picks using DFSArmy tools. If you decide to become a DFSArmy member, I have a promo code in the description. It's DFS Fantasy Factory. You can save 20%. I think you'll have to pay like 25 bucks to become a member if you do it that way. Also, each day that I make a video, I will send out my best full lineup half hour before lock. So if you want to be a part of that email list, all you gotta do is hit the like button on this video, be subscribed to my channel, and post your favorite player of tonight's slate in the comment section. Sorry, I had to cough. Yeah, so basically, I'm just gonna kind of walk you through this. Basically, what I do is I go to the simulation model and the lineup optimizer on DFSArmy, and I'm going to give you some like the picks for today. I'm going to give you some value plays and also some players that I'm going to pay up for today. And I know I haven't been making a lot of videos lately. I've been just had this a lot going on and stuff, but we do have a Slack chat with a lot of guys in there that help each other out and stuff as well. So once you get on that email list, I'll send you an invite to that Slack chat, and you can always get on there and find advice. And we got injury updates. A lot of good guys that make some pretty solid lineups that you can either follow or get lineup advice from. So let's go ahead and jump into this here. We'll start at the top. I don't know if I'm going to go through every single player, but basically each player that's over 75% are the guys that I want to check on. Like I don't want to just assume that James Harden's a good pick because he's 77%. What we do here is we see 77% and then we go find out why. So, got James Harden at 77%. Then we'll go over here to DraftKings. Usually I'll just bring up just the Houston players, which that's kind of obvious right away. Clint Capella's out, Chris Paul's still out. James Harden's been playing really well with Chris Paul and Capella out, just like he was with Gordon and Chris Paul out, 78, 85, 77. He's obviously worth the 13,200 price tag. So we will go ahead and lock Harden in there. They also have the spreads and stuff on here too. As you can see, Houston's and Philly's total is 236 points, so that's something I use as well as the low spread. It's only 4.5. Should be a competitive game. Should be a high scoring game. Probably the highest scoring game on the slate. So definitely would be a good idea to get some players from this Houston Philly game and this LA Lakers and Golden State game. You just kind of got to be careful with this one because the spread's so high that there's a lot of potential for blowout. Obviously, with Golden State playing against the LeBronless Lakers. All right, let's go to the next player. We got Joe Embiid. I'm pretty sure I already know why he's high up as well. Yeah, we got Jimmy Butler questionable, so I'm gonna assume that's the main reason. Um, let's see, he's got an okay matchup. I mean, he's obviously always plays pretty well. 51, 58, 55. Last time hasn't played Houston yet, so be interesting to see this without Capella. I mean, that's another reason as well. Capella's out, and he's playing Houston. So this simulator will take all that into account. It'll take into account the fact that Capella's out. He's going to have an easier matchup. It takes into account that Jimmy Butler's questionable, and possible. I'm pretty sure he's unlikely to play. Let's see here. Game time decision due to right wrist soreness. So I mean, there's a chance he could play, but as the injury updates come out, sorry, I got a cough going on or something here. But yeah, as the injury updates come out, they'll update this simulation model throughout the day, and it'll update that. So as of right now, Joel Embiid is a good play as well, 78% with Butler out. Then we got, and they kind of messed this one up here. I don't want you to look too much into this because they got some games in there that aren't supposed to be included, like Orlando and Atlanta, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Like there's a few games in there that aren't supposed to be in there. That's why you'll see some zeros right here, like Drew Holiday, Randall. Obviously, they're not even playing. So just ignore that. I'll have to make sure I skip over them players. But we'll go to Gobert versus Gobert, whatever the hell his name is. I don't know. Versus Portland. So we just unselect Philly. Um, Obviously, we got Rubio out. He's been out since the 7th. Well, questionable, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, game time decision for Monday's game, but he's been out since January 7th, so um, I haven't really heard a lot of news on Rubio today, so that'd be the reason, though, that Gobert is so high. You can kind of see he's been playing really well without Rubio. 53, 63, 58. Awesome games. Uh, Scored 42 against Portland last time, but that was with Rubio in, so um, we could possibly get another 50-point game out of him here. I'm not sure what the spread is on that one. Yeah, it should be a competitive game. So with it being a competitive game, and if Rubio sits, then that's a good play as well. Not my favorite play on the board, so I'm not going to select him in. But then we got Ben Simmons. Um, Obviously, we already know. We already kind of went over Philadelphia's ordeal here. They got Butler out and Embiid out, or not out, but questionable. If both of them play, I would say Ben Simmons is definitely a lock. I'm going to go ahead and lock him in for now. He's small forward eligible as well, so we'll go ahead and throw him in there. Which this lineup's getting kind of expensive already, so not sure how exactly I'm going to construct it. But like I said, if you join my email list, um, I'll send out my best full lineup. I'll take into consideration all these injuries and everything half hour before lock. So I recommend just using it as reference. I wouldn't recommend just using my lineups. I mean, if you want to become a good DFS player, you need to learn how to build your own lineups without just using somebody else's lineup. So I just kind of send it out as reference. And the guys in the Slack chat, they'll kind of dissect it and help each other to get a better version of the lineup or who they should take out, who they should put in, things like that. So it's a pretty cool little system we got. So if you want to get involved in that, definitely get on that email list. It's a lot of cool stuff. Let's go ahead and move right along here. We got Nurkic. Center. Yeah, see, there's nobody really missing from Portland, but he has a high percent, so that's when you got to look in a little deeper. Obviously, Utah is 24th ranked against centers, so I mean that's pretty much your reasoning right there. And then if you jump in here, 2 out of the last 3 games he's hit 5x, so that's the reason why Nurkic is so far up there. And we know Nurkic has a high upside. Let me go back into here for a second again. Yeah, he's definitely got, like 50-point upside, 80-point upside right there. Like he's got some definitely potential high upside. I probably won't play too much of Nurkic, but I'll have some exposure to him. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of different plays on the board here. Basically, I only look at the guys that are, like 72, 73% and above, usually 75% and above. But I do like Ben Simmons, so uh, and on a smaller slate, you kind of got to go down a little bit, like even 70 sometimes, because there's not as many players over the 75% range, so you got to kind of drop it down to the players you're looking at. Willie Cauley-Stein, obviously, he's not in tonight. That's not even a game. Go down here to Jimmy Butler, and we don't even have to go look at that. The reasoning behind that is because Embiid is questionable. Which if Embiid don't play, I'd make Ben Simmons or Jimmy Butler a good play. Then we got Klay Thompson. He's 77% chance to hit 5x tonight, which with blowout potential, you gotta kind of worry about playing the higher priced players because that's a big chunk of your salary, especially in cash games. That could be put your lineup at risk if it is blowout. So we'll go ahead and check out Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson, real quick here. We got LeBron James, who's questionable tonight, but said that he was unlikely to play. I don't know why I clicked on the Lakers. Let's see here. Yeah, see, nobody really is out on Golden State. So if you go to the matchup, you can see 29th ranked against LA Lakers, or against or against Klay Thompson's position. Sorry. And you click on his name, bring up some information on him. Hasn't been playing that well, but still 2 out of the last 3 still hit 5x. So I mean, with him having a good matchup tonight, I mean, that would definitely make him a good play as well. Sorry, I don't mean to keep picking on his name, but I wanted to see what. For some reason, he only scored 12 points against Lakers last time, but he probably didn't play very many minutes either. 33, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not worried about that. Just, I mean, we know that it's a good matchup for Klay Thompson, and we know the Lakers are shorthanded. Lonzo Ball out. Rajon Rondo questionable. I'm sure he's unlikely to play. LeBron James unlikely to play. You know, with him being shorthanded, I mean that's obviously going to make him a good play. Klay Thompson, and with the matchup as well. So we'll jump down here to. We're not going to jump down to Jared Allen because we already know what's up with him. Go over here to Eric Gordon. What is that? Eric Gordon's got a 98% chance. Sorry, I got my nose itches like crazy. So Eric Gordon would be somebody we want to look at. Obviously, I don't know why he's 98% chance. And some of these things, that's what you got to worry about too. Sometimes is like, sometimes they'll put high percentages on there, and you'll come on here and you can't find a single reason why that guy is even rated so high. So I mean, it's not a foolproof program, but it definitely it highlights some of the value play, or not some of the value plays, but some of the plays that you should be playing. It at least like highlights it so that you can go take a look at it and see if it's a good play or not. So I wouldn't just blindly go on a simulation model and just start picking 75% above players, because you could end up with somebody that doesn't have a good enough reason to even be in your lineup. Sorry if you can hear my heater, by the way. It always kicks on when I'm doing these videos. Kind of pisses me off sometimes, but that's alright. Alright, let's go check out Eric Gordon. This video is getting a little bit lengthy, but it's alright. I got time. Sorry to take up your time if I am, but try to point out some good plays for you here and at least get you some value out of this. Eric Gordon scored 43 points his last game. Obviously, we got Capella and Chris Paul out. Kind of interested. I don't know how long Capella's been out. He's been out since the 13th. Let's just kind of see how Eric Gordon's been doing since then. Yeah, I mean, since Capella's been out, let's see, the 16th, he's only been playing since the 16th. So these last 2 games, he definitely hit his 5x both games. So I'm going to obviously assume that he's probably more than likely going to hit at least 30 again. So he's actually even got a high percent chance to hit 6x. That's 69%. So Eric Gordon is definitely in play tonight. I might actually go ahead and lock him in as another player. And these are all kind of more expensive players. This obviously isn't going to be my definite lineup. I'm just kind of locking some players in that I'm going to have a lot of exposure to. So Eric Gordon, A+ play tonight. And we got, I don't think they play tonight. No, they don't play tonight. Nope. Alright, so we keep going down, looking for like 70% and higher players. No. Oh yeah, Miami and Boston, they do play. So Josh Richardson on Miami and Boston. Got Dragic out, but he's been out forever. Let's see, Josh Richardson. Didn't have the greatest matchup, 11th ranked. But as you can see, he's been playing really well. He's been hitting 5x. Looks like 3 out of the last 4 games. Actually, like 4 out of the last 5 games. Or no, I'm sorry, 3 out of the last 4 games. He scored 33 versus Boston last time. He only needs 30 points to hit value. So Josh Richardson's definitely in play for the Miami Heat as well. So like that's what I'm saying. Like you can just go through these percentages and go check out like why these guys are ranked so high. Like I mean, obviously there's a good reason, good argument for Josh Richardson. I'll have some exposure to him, but I'm not going to lock him in. He's not my favorite player of the night. And we go down to Prince. Oh my, he's not even playing. Get out of here. All right, next guy down here, Caldwell Pope. He's been in the starting lineup for a few games, the last I knew anyways. Let me make sure, see what's still going on with him. Obviously with Lonzo Ball out and Caldwell Pope, as long as he's still starting, I actually honestly haven't even played DFS in a few days, and last time I knew he was playing the starting lineup, which got, I mean, if you're in my Slack chat, you know that I've been kind of off here for a little bit, but one thing I was going to check is how long Lonzo Ball has been out. Yeah, he played the last game. He just only played 22 minutes. So we really don't know how much better Caldwell Pope's going to play with Lonzo Ball out. I mean, obviously that's going to open up a little bit more of opportunity for Caldwell Pope to have some more usage. He obviously hasn't even been close to hitting value. So this wouldn't be a player that I'm going to lock into my cash lineups, but I would definitely consider him, considering the fact that Lonzo Ball is going to be out for this game. As long as I mean, I don't think LeBron James is going to play, but yeah, I'll definitely be having some exposure to him as well. See, so I mean, you can basically make arguments for each of these players. I mean, that argument there with Lonzo Ball out, I mean, I'd probably give him like 10 to 15% exposure in my GPP lineups. It's not really a good enough lineup to be throwing him in my cash lineup, but it's a good enough reason to, you know, have some exposure to him. Then we got Zubac on the Lakers. Let's see. I honestly don't even know anything about how he's been playing or anything, so we'll check him out. See how many minutes he's been playing and stuff. Obviously, been playing really well. 4,500, he only needs like 22, 23 DraftKings points to hit value. Both for the last 2 games, he's been playing 28 and 21 minutes. Same situation with Lonzo Ball out. There's going to be some usage trickling down to other players, so honestly, I don't even know if Zubac is in the starting lineup, but obviously we got the old depth chart here, which I don't even think this thing's very accurate. Honestly, half the time I go down through here and look, and then the players that they have as number 1 don't even start the game. So they got Zubac clear down here at the bottom as number 3. Let me check something real quick here, though. Damn, my nose itches like crazy. Yeah, that's pretty much it. All right. Yeah, so I mean, I think he's as long as he's still going to be getting those minutes. I don't know if make sure McGee and the other guys been playing. I don't know if them guys have been out or what. He hasn't been playing a lot of minutes at all. I mean, you guys might know more than I do about. I mean, I don't really follow the Lakers too much, so. I do a lot of research throughout the day, though, so like, I mean, I'll find out more information about these guys and stuff, and have that information reflect on my final lineup. But I'd say Zubac is definitely a good play for the amount of minutes that he's been getting and the amount of points that he's been putting up for DK points. Maybe that'll help. All right, let's see here. By the way, it's freezing fucking cold here where I live. I don't know if wherever you guys are watching this from. It's definitely really cold. It was like -4 degrees when I went to work this morning, so that's why I got like two sweatshirts on. I got a hoodie, sweatshirt, had a big jacket on. It's freezing. Um, let's see here. We got Iguodala. Um, let's go check him out. Got a great matchup, 24th against his position. And of course this thing's gonna like not load or something. There it is. Yeah, he's been hitting 5x every single day. I mean, there's 4 for 4 right there. So 4 out of the last 4 games he's hit 5x. Obviously he hit pretty close to 6x there. He hit over 6x there, over 5x, over 7x there. So Iguodala has definitely been put in value. I'm going to put him in as a value play. He's got a high percent chance to hit 5x and also is going to save me some salary, so we'll go ahead and go with him. He's been pretty consistent over the last few games. All right. Got Wilson Chandler. Yeah, Philadelphia. Oh wait, he don't play for Philadelphia. What am I doing? Or does he? I don't know anything about this dude either. Yeah, he plays for Philadelphia. My bad. 3,700, so definitely another value play here. He didn't hit 5x last game, hit 5x there, hit 7x there. So Wilson Chandler would be an option as well, especially with Clint Capella still out. I don't know if he gets any minutes against the starting lineup, but even if he doesn't, that's still going to help him out because, obviously with Clint Capella out, somebody else has to step up, which usually brings in one of the further of the deeper in the bench, sorry, against Chandler. So I'd say Chandler's definitely a good play as well. I mean, he's got a little bit of upside here. We see he's playing a lot of minutes, 34 minutes, 32 minutes, 26 minutes, 30 minutes. So definitely been playing a lot of minutes. No Capella out. It's going to mess up their their center defense a little bit. So I do like Clint Capella as a play as well. I almost honestly want to lock him in there because they got the highest point total on the board as well, as we can see in the domination station, 236. So yeah, I'll go ahead and lock him in there as well, which gives me 5 players. I'm about done with this video because I think I'm way too lengthy here. I'm going to make sure there was nobody else. Yeah, he don't even play. Yep, that's pretty much it. So what we do here now is I'll give you another way that you can figure out players that are good plays. They run this thing, or they update this DFS Army optimizer all throughout the day. So what you can do is go down here to the bottom, and you got to dislike 2 players so that you can get results. So we'll come down here, dislike 2 players. All right, optimize the lineup, 10 lineups. Obviously, my internet sucks right now, so come on. Here we go. So basically, it'll update like exposures that it's going to give you. I just generate 10 lineups and I see what it gives me. So as you can see, like Ben Simmons is in there for 43%. Lance Stevenson, I mean, he's been playing well last I knew, so there's obviously I'm sure a good reason why Lance Stevenson's higher than Ben Simmons. And you'll go down here, you'll see Pope. Obviously we know why Pope's up there with Lonzo Ball out and Josh Richardson. See some of the same players. But now we kind of got reasonings why these guys are, higher up, and then we kind of go, think about JJ Redick as well. We already know that because Ben Simmons or because Butler and Embiid are both questionable, and DeMarcus Cousins, we didn't really look at him, but I'm sure there's a good reason why he's 73%. So that's how you can get some more plays right there, and you do the same thing I did with the simulation model. Just go and start looking these players up and see why DeMarcus Cousins has a 73% exposure rate, and make sure there's a good enough reason. All right, so now we'll go through, select Harden, Gordon, Simmons. Basically, I'm going to generate you a lineup real quick here, which I'm sure will not be the same as the lineup that I send out later. So make sure you get on that email list to get access to the full lineup I send later, because I make changes all throughout the day. Got Eric Gordon, Simmons, Chandler, and Iguodala. All right, and right here it says 5 locked players, so we know that they're all locked in. We just change that to 1. Come on, give me my lineup. There it is. All right, so let's see who they threw in there with us. DeMarcus Cousins, cool. Marcus Smart. Yeah, see, like I'm totally cool with that lineup. That's a sweet lineup right there. 261 fantasy points is the projected total. So that's kind of how you can do it. I would go check on Marcus Smart, make sure he has a good enough reason to be in this lineup or not. If not, I would sub him out. But this is a pretty solid lineup right here. There will be obviously some of these players in my final lineup, but like I said, get on the email list and I'll send out an email of the players that I'm going to pick for tonight. Um, that's pretty much all I got for this video. It's definitely a lot different than what I normally do. I just kind of went through and showed you everything that I basically do to make a lineup. That's just for cash lineups, by the way. That's not how I do my GPP lineups. There's a lot more complexity into it, and the video would be a lot longer if I was showing you how I created a GPP lineup, but one of these days I'll do that. But I hope you got some value out of this. Remember to hit the like button on the video. It helps me out. I really appreciate it. Put your favorite player of tonight's slate in the comments section, and make sure you're subscribed to this channel so you can get future videos like this as well. And if you're not a DFSArmy member, you can have access to all these tools. Normally they charge like $50 a month, but then they made a new membership where you don't have to pay $35 a month. And then I have a promo code for 20% off, DFS Fantasy Factory. Type that in the promo code and use the link in my video description below, and you can get 20% off and pay 25 bucks for your membership for DFSArmy. So definitely cool stuff. I hope you got some value out of that. Good luck to everybody tonight, and have a good day.